Dear students, today we are going to discuss a very important method to solve the algebraic and transcendental equation, that is Newton-Raphson method. So let us look what is the Newton-Raphson method. Uh, we know that Newton-Raphson method is a numerical technique which is used to find the root of algebraic and transcendental equation. Before Newton-Raphson method, I suppose you have learned the regular false position method, bisection method, and method of iteration. So algebraic equation, you know very well what is the algebraic equation and what is the transcendental equation. All the trigonometric logarithmic function, if that is associated with x the algebraic equation, then that is called transcendental equation, or inverse circular and trigonometric, exponential, logarithmic. Then what is the Newton-Raphson method? Let us look algorithm for Newton-Raphson method and how we can derive the formula for Newton-Raphson method. Here some basic important thing you have to go through the book and read carefully. Here in Newton-Raphson method, if we suppose f(x) is equal to 0 is a given equation, then starting from an initial point x naught, we have to determine the slope of fx at x is equal to x naught, that is called f dash x naught. Okay, so this is very important part of numerical uh, Newton-Raphson method. And what is the slope? You know that is tan theta f of xi minus 0 divided by xi minus xi plus 1, or which is called f dash xi. From here, you may also express the equation as f dash xi is equal to f of xi divided by xi minus xi plus 1. Therefore, this becomes the law or theory of Newton-Raphson method, that is xi plus 1 is equal to xi minus f of xi divided by f dash xi. This is known as Newton-Raphson formula. What is the algorithm? Then algorithm is very clear. Algorithm for fx is equal to 0. First, we have to calculate f dash x symbolically. This is positive, negative. Choose an initial guess x naught as given below. Okay. Let a b in closed interval a b be any interval such that f of a should be less than 0 and f of b is greater than 0. Then x naught is always a plus b by 2. This is initial guess, but on basis of your practice, you will choose which value is more nearer. Then x1 is x naught, and similarly x2 is x1 minus f of x1 divided by f dash x1. Then by repetition of this process, we can find out x3, x4, x5, and so on. At last, we reach at the stage where we can find exi plus 1 is equal to xi up to the desired number of accuracy. Let us suppose up to 3 place, then you'll find either 4th place, 5th place almost same, up to 3 decimal places or 4 decimal places. Then you can terminate your calculation, and hence xi will be the required root of the equation. So this is the algorithm for fx. In Arium, by Taylor series also we can establish this rule. If we have given an equation f is equal to 0 and x naught be the approximated root of the equation, then you know approximated root and plus error that complete the solution. It means let x naught plus h be the actual root. This is the actual root where h is the very small, such that f of x naught plus h is 0. Okay, if this is the actual root, then this must satisfy the equation fs is equal to 0. So here you may put x naught plus h, and now you go for Taylor expansion. F of x naught plus h is equal to f of x naught plus h f dash x naught plus h square and h cube term. Since h is very, very smaller, so you can neglect these terms. So neglecting higher power of h, you may write f of x naught plus h f dash x naught is 0. And from here, it is clear to see that h is equal to minus of f of x naught and f dash x naught. It means what is x1? x1 is x naught plus h. So x naught minus h, h means f of x naught divided by f dash x naught. In this way, you have to establish the formula for Newton-Raphson method by using Taylor series expansion. Okay, and similarly, the second approximation is this. Then here also we get the theory of Newton-Raphson method or formula used in Newton-Raphson method, that is xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus f of xn divided by f dash x. Now, for example, and one important note, Newton-Raphson method should not be used when the graph of f is nearly horizontal, where it crosses the x-axis. Okay. Further, the method fails if f dash x naught is 0, the neighborhood of the root. So for example, let us do one example. Find the smallest, mind it, find the smallest positive root of the equation x cube minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0 by Newton-Raphson method. Then how you will start the problem? First you write fx is equal to x cube minus 5x plus 3. Then we observe that root lies between. Now you look very carefully. The root lies between the three pair of alternates. One, if you check f of minus 2, that is 5. F of minus 3 is minus 9. So this is positive, this is negative. It means one root lies between this interval. But another, again you will find f1 is minus 1 and f2 is plus 1. It means again one root is lying between 1 and 2. And last is f of 0 is plus 3 and f of 1 is minus 1. It means again one root is also lying between 0 and 1. But the question was asked smallest positive. It means that is between 0 and 1. Okay, so you have to choose only 0 and this interval 0 to 1. Therefore, we have fx is equal to x minus 5x plus 3. So f dash x is 3x square minus 5. Taking x naught is 1 is equal to 0. Because why you have chosen, you have not chosen 0? Because you know minus 1 is more closer to 0 in respect of 3. 3 is far, but minus 1 is more close. So here we are. It means this is the indication where your actual root is more closer to 1, not more closer to 3. It means that may be in between this, but much closer to 1. Because of that, we are taking here x naught is equal to 1.0. This is also a very important step for how to choose the value, because this your number of iteration, your energy, your time will be always proportionate to this. If you have chosen the exact value, realistic value, then your energy will be less, your work will also be less, that will be less time consuming. Okay. So now x1 is equal to x naught minus f of x naught divided by f dash x naught, and this is equal to 1 minus f1 by f dash 1. The value of f1 is minus 1, value of f dash 1 is minus 2. So you will get 0.5. And x2 similarly x1 minus f of x1 divided by f dash x1, 0.5 plus 5 by 34, and here you will get 0.64. Similarly here x3 you will get 0.6565. Just to look the convergence level. Now x4 you will get 0.656620, okay, and x5 you will get again 0.65662023. So it is very obvious to look here. It is very obvious here just to look 6566, and this is also 65662. Up to 5 decimal places the value is same, or 6 decimal places value is the same. Okay, it means both x4 and x5 up to 5th decimal places both are same, that is equal. Means we observe that convergence is very rapid, even though the chosen selected value are very near to the root. Okay, so the convergence you can look in respect of the regular pulse method of iteration and bisection method. The convergence of Newton-Raphson method is very fast. Another example you can take kfx is equal to x minus 2x minus 5. The same. So here there is no restriction key smallest root. So now checking for the initial value f1 minus 6, f2 minus 1, f3 16. Hence the root lies between 2 and 3. Here you can choose key root is lying between 2 and 3, and therefore hence the root lies between 2 and 3. The initial value you can take 2.5. You can start from 2.5. Then you will get x1 is equal to 2.1641. Similarly, x2 is 2.0971. Then x3 2.094, x4 2.094551, and x5 2.094551. So it is very easy to see x4 is equal to x5, and hence the root is 2.094551. Okay. So what is the application of Newton-Raphson method? To find the square root of any number, to find the inverse, to find inverse square root, and root of any given equation. Okay. What is the limitation? F dash x naught is 0 is real disaster for this method, because if this is 0, then method fails, and f double dash x 0 causes the solution to diverge and sometimes get trapped in local maxima and minima. These are the